Well, good evening everyone, or good morning or good afternoon as usual. Thank you very much for popping over just to see what I made for the family meals this week, and I hope that I find you all very well and you've all had a good week yourself. But if you're new and this is your first time here, this is What's for Tea. My name is Cheryl. We're a family of 4 from the west coast of sunny or not so sunny Scotland at the moment. So yeah, this is just the part of the week where I show you what I made for the family meals for the past week. You might call it dinner, we call it tea. And I just make these videos, you know, because I started watching them on YouTube because it gave me ideas for me and my own family. So hopefully it'll give some of you ideas for you and your own family as well. I always start off on Monday all the way through till today, which is Sunday, and I'll also have a selection of your comments just at the end of the video from my videos from during the week as well. And so many of you want to see that broccoli and Stilton soup, so I'm going to be making that during the week and I'll pop it up for you to see. But anyway, before I start rambling, let's me go and show you what I made this week all the way back on Monday. So on Monday we had chicken Kievs. You'll have seen these in my shopping haul, and it's basically chicken breast and breadcrumbs, but inside there's a sort of garlicky butter, so when you cut in it all spills out. We had some roast potatoes and some broccoli on the side, and it was just me and Mr. What's for Tea this night, so this is what we had, and these were actually very good. They're quite big, they ones. Moving on to Tuesday, and we had fish cakes, and these are homemade salmon and cod fish cakes. So we just had some oven chips, and that's the fish cakes there, and they were a treat. And some garden peas, some tartar sauce, and a wee wedge of lemon at the back. Like I said, these ones are homemade, and I will be doing a recipe on these in the future because they are lovely. Moving on to Wednesday, and with chicken pie. So this is basically a chicken stew in short crust pastry. And again, we do love our pies. Some crispy potatoes, some munch too, and some mashed turnip as well. And I didn't make any additional gravy because there's bags of gravy in that pie. Then moving on to Thursday, a really simple one. This is just a tomato and basil pasta. So it's onions, garlic, chilli, tomatoes, obviously. There's parmesan in there and basil, and I put some extra parmesan and basil on top. And moving on to Friday, a very, very simple day. It was just me and Mr. What's for Tea again, and we had soup and rolls. So that's just the Heinz tomato soup with some basil on top and some Scottish rolls or Morton rolls with the square sausage and a few crisps on the side. And this makes for a really quick and easy tea. Moving on to yesterday, and we had gammon steak. Again, you'll have seen these in the shopping haul. So I just pan fry these and finish them off in the oven. And then I grill some pineapple, some tomato, a baked potato with a wee knob of butter, some peas and some corn that was in the freezer that I had to use up as well. And I just put some butter on the corn. And again, lovely combination. That's just something we don't have very often. And then on Sunday or today, I made smoked fish pie. We had this last week as well, and we all thoroughly enjoyed it. So I've made it again. And I've got a recipe for fish pie that I've done a video on, and I'll leave it underneath this video. And it's wonderful. Quite simple and easy to make, but it is delicious. But I actually had steak instead of the fish pie. So I had steak and veggies. So this is a ribeye. Again, I just pan fry this, and I had some broccoli as well. And it's so odd trying to turn the plate, without the wee spinny thing underneath. This is the way I used to do it, and it just feels so bizarre now. Before I move on, I wanted to say, as usual, a massive thank you to the supporters over on my Patreon page and to the new YouTube channel members as well. So Belinda, Mr. B and Amanda G, thank you ever so much for deciding to become channel members here on YouTube. I'll leave all the information for Patreon and channel membership and everything underneath this video. So coming up next is just a few of your comments left in my videos from during the week. So let's go and see what you were saying this week. So the first few comments, but the first one is from Samantha Welch, and they're on about the broccoli soup. So hi, yes, I would love to see the broccoli and Stilton soup. We love it in this house, and I will definitely be doing that next week because, like I said, I had tons and tons of comments. I was quite surprised when I'd mentioned, in the shopping haul that I was thinking about, well, I'm doing it, but I was thinking about filming it, and so many of you had asked to see it. So the next few comments, I think, are just mentioning that, yeah, the broccoli and Stilton soup. Please film the broccoli and Stilton soup. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing that. I've done it before quite a few times, another vote for the broccoli soup, and also love how the fruit and veggies have a nice big label on them for the best by date. I'm in the US and I've not seen that. Such a great customer-centric idea, and that's from Monica Caston. I'm very surprised to hear that. Do you not have best by dates on things, or is it not written very clear? Because, obviously we're just used to it over here and they're everywhere. So yeah, I was interested to hear that, and maybe it's just something that isn't done there. So thanks for your comment. Then we got Keith Edwin Smith. Yes, to the Stilton and broccoli soup. Angel Delight takes me back. Used to make it up in a measuring jug and eat it out the jug. The chocolate was my fave. Anything else you crave from your childhood? I recently bought a Caramac bar. Oh my goodness, that's a blast from the past. But it didn't taste as good as I remembered. Yeah, they never do, Keith, do they? I mean, yeah, I've tried so many things that obviously I used to have when I was younger, and then you go back and as an adult you try them and you just think, no, that's not as good as I remember. And I also think things shrink over the years as well. Things like Mars bars and Curly Wurlies, and they seem massive when you're a child, don't they? And then when you look at them now, you think either they've shrunk or I've just got bigger. So it's maybe a combination of both, where we've got bigger and they've shrunk. So thanks for your comment. And then we've got, yeah, please film the broccoli and Stilton soup. And yeah, I love seeing your shopping haul. I always smile when you show your bread, because you always say, we don't eat much bread every time. Well, we don't. And then when I see the loaf, it just comes right into my brain. We don't. So thanks for your comment. I like to have these at the side of a meal. The wholemeal bread that we like is just the bog standard basic wholemeal. We don't eat an awful lot of bread though, I must say. Picked up. Up next, we've got Al Whistle. Love the name. Slow cooked brisket, another winner. It's been a while since salmon spread was in the shopping haul. Hope you've plenty of jars set aside. And you know what? It's something that I haven't had for such a long time. I'd completely forgotten about it. I do love it on toast, so I think I'll be needing to add that to the shopping list next week. So thanks for the reminder and thanks for your comment. Up next, we've got Dax the Pony. Definitely yes on the broccoli and Stilton soup. Also, if you wanted to show how you cook and serve the beef olives, that would be interesting too. Well, I actually done a video recipe on beef olives. I think it was a couple of years ago now, and I'll link it underneath this video. And here's a wee clip here just to show you. Yeah, that was quite a while ago. And it is just sausage meat, or you can use sausage meat and stuffing wrapped in steak, and you can either fry them or oven cook them. They're very, very simple, but absolutely delicious. So yeah, have a wee look at that video if you're interested, and thank you very much for your comment. And then also Lisa Cooper has said, the broccoli and Stilton soup sounds delicious, but I'd also love to see how you cook up those beef olives. I've never seen those before. And again, I've just shown you a wee clip there, so if you are interested in them, I'll leave the recipe to the video that I done a couple of years ago if you want to go and check it out. They are super easy. And your last comment this week is from No, and they've written, hello and thank you from the US. Hello there. Another vote for the broccoli and Stilton soup here. That's incredible. Would love to see a trifle recipe. Well, I've actually done quite a few videos, trifle video recipes on the channel. I've done individual trifles, I've done a sherry trifle, a sort of Christmas sharing trifle. I believe I've done a Banofee or banana and toffee trifle. Yeah, there's quite a few there, and this is a wee clip here from the Christmas trifle. Again, I'll leave it linked in the video or the description box underneath this video if you do want to go and watch it. Yeah, it's a wee bit more effort involved in a trifle. You can easily pick them up from the shop if you're in this country, but they are absolutely delicious, and I make my jelly from scratch, if I'm making a Christmas trifle, and it's just a lot nicer than shop bought jelly. And obviously homemade custard is a wee bit nicer than shop bought custard, but well worth the effort, and especially if it's something like Christmas or Valentine's Day or Easter, we would typically make a homemade trifle for the kinds of holidays, and it is worth the extra effort. So thank you all for your lovely comments this week, and I just love reading them, and I really do appreciate you watching and leaving your comments and sharing and all the wonderful things that you do. And I'll be back during the week with that broccoli and Stilton soup recipe that you're so eager and keen to see, and I'm super chuffed because it is one of our favourite soups. So hopefully you will join me for that. So from our wee humble kitchen in Scotland to wherever you are in the world, take care, lots of love, and bye for now. Bye now.